guys, this is a video to help you learn how to make a Google site for your project in math this week. It's also going to be really helpful when we work on your ePortfolio this spring. So I'm not completely sure what everyone's 5th grade teacher taught them. I know for some people this video is going to be a review, but I know for other people you may have never made a Google site before. So it's not terribly tricky and your site's going to be very basic, but something that I want to show you in your instructions is really going to help guide you. So one of the first things I can tell you about Google Sites is that you have to pick your theme for the site before you actually create it. It's actually quite a pain to go back and change it. So let's take a look at your project and just notice that you're designing a restaurant or a store. Okay, and then let's take a trip to your rubric that I just made for you. So please notice that one of the things I'm grading you on is your website's appeal. Okay, so it needs to be attractive, but please notice this part of the grade. It has a background that fits my restaurant or store's theme. That's how to get full points on that. You don't want a site that's randomly themed or isn't very attractive. So the thing I'm worried about is someone having a restaurant. Maybe you are inventing a Mexican restaurant and you just choose to put pictures of cars, or you have like a sparkle background or something. Whatever you decide for this Google site, it needs to fit the store that you've envisioned or the restaurant that you've envisioned. Either is totally fine, but you are a pretend business owner advertising a sale or creating a menu. So just make sure your theme fits what you need, okay? And you're going to be attaching just a couple things to your site. You're going to be advertising a sale if you're a store, or you're going to be posting a menu if you are a restaurant. Then you're also going to be creating 3 pretend receipts from customers and going to post them as reviews. So that's the math part. The receipts are how I'm sneaking in you having to do some calculations with percent. The attractiveness of the site part, that's giving you some practice for the spring when you make a portfolio to share with your family. So I'm going to come to a new tab and I'm going to type Google Sites. And by the way, don't be tempted to create a new site. For some reason, it gave me weird error messages. I'm sure it doesn't do that every day, but what I'm going to do is just click on Google Sites. And I happen to have already created one, so you'll see several different editions here. One of the things that's weird about this is if you don't like what you created, sometimes it's easier to just make a new site. So you'll see here I have 4 sites. That's because only one of these is the site that I actually have on the school website. Because it's the one that I liked. The other ones were all practice, so that can be a little easier. So let's go here and create. We would like to browse the gallery for more templates. And once we do that, it's loading all of my template options. Let's see featured. Business collaboration, activities and events. This is where it's really important. I don't mind at all what background you pick for your website, but notice how this is the very first thing you do. What that's asking you and your partner, or you on your own, depending on how you're working, is you need to think really clearly, what is the vision of my restaurant? If I have a Thai restaurant, I need to have things that look like Thailand, beachy, Asian, representing Thai food. I'm not going to want a random background. If I have a women's clothing store, then my designs might need to be more feminine colors. I'm not sure. Just be mindful of that. If it's, no matter what your theme is, make sure this selection here matches the theme. Okay, so maybe I have this amazing vision of a restaurant where I'm going to get shot with paintballs during the restaurant. It's a theme restaurant, like Survive for Your Life, okay? So I might pick this because it has what looks like paintballs in the background. That would be very logical. So I'm just going to select that. Select. Because again, it does not matter what you select, but it has to be logical. So even though it says classroom website, who cares? That's going to work. Now I'm going to name my site the name I want my restaurant or store to be. Very important. Please check spelling ahead of time. Open up a new tab, Google the spelling, ask me. This is the only shot you get at naming it, so it needs to be spelled correctly. So name your site. Maybe I'm going to be silly here and name mine Paintball Paradise. Sounds funny. So cleverness is important. Okay. Then I'm going to select a theme down here. Again, I need this theme to coordinate with my concept. So I'm going to pick this one. I like how the black slate looks there. I think that will coordinate well with my vision. I'm going to look under more options just to see all the cool things I can do. I have to do a lot of scrolling right now. So if you're working on a Chromebook, keep scrolling down. Ooh, no, maybe I want to do retro paint. Yeah. Decision changing is fine now, but commit and move on. And this is what I'm talking about. Last year, one of my male students, nothing wrong with boys wanting glitter backgrounds, but he went to make his website for his final presentation for 6th grade, and he just selected glitter. It was a joke, but he was stuck with a glitter website. Just be mindful of what it will look like when you're done. Okay, site categories. Well, I'm going to say it's a restaurant. Site description, my 6th grade dream of the perfect restaurant for a school project, in case anybody else on the internet is ever able to find this. Okay, so then what's weird about this feature is I've got all this scrolling possibilities. The create button is actually up here at the top. It may take a few moments to create, that's just fine. So I'm going to let it create. I'm going to wait. Cool. So now all this stuff here is up for grabs. Notice all this random typing. Okay. It says start editing my template now. Yes, I would like to edit my template now. And ooh, restaurant and hospitality. I'm going to sign in with Google. So it looks like there's other apps that will offer themselves to you. And as long as they're free, use whatever you like. See, price free, right? This would be a cool idea. Maybe, this is just one option. If you would like to get complex and have some interesting backgrounds, do it. Play with it. It's a fun thing. Making a website is going to be a very practical skill for you, for your own personal use and for your future self, whatever you decide to do with your life. So I'm going to close out of this because Wix is not required. Just wanted to show you play. Make as cool of a website as you can. But I could also simply come up here to the top and I can edit this page as much as I want. So I can edit the fact that this says home. I can say this is where you can find a menu or something really helpful like that. I can erase all this text, okay? The main thing that's a little weird is you have to click save after every change you make. I know that's unusual for Google, but you do need to make sure you do that. So you can change any of these pages. Like let's say you don't want to have an assignment page, just change the title. Click on the page, click on the pen, edit page is what it'll say, change the name of it, maybe customer reviews. Okay, gives you the option of putting in a Google Calendar. Definitely don't have to do that, but get rid of all that weird extra type. Okay, whatever you do, just keep it in mind that you want to click save. Okay, this would be a good opportunity for you and your partner to work on one Chromebook to kind of have the same thing going on. And then if you pick a template that has pages that you don't need, like this is technically a teacher's website, well, you don't need lessons and notes. If you come up to actions, you have like unlimited actions here. So maybe I just don't want this page. Just delete it. Tell it yes, you would like to delete it, and boop, you're done. So it's a really big tool. We haven't worked on such a big tool before. You can make it be as simple as you want. All that I'm looking for you is an attractive site that's very clear about what your business is, and then I'll be looking for a sale flyer or a menu. From there, I'll be looking for 3 pretend receipts. Okay, so that'll be another video I'll make for how to link things that you make to your website, where you could find that. Okay, so that's all for now. Now you've made your website, you're decorating it, you're playing with it. Over in Google Docs is where you'll be creating your receipts, and then we'll be linking it. So the two work really well together. All right. Thanks, guys.